What's happening, my people? Welcome to Manchester United Fans Corner, powered by Vertical Football Podcast. I'm your host, Komi, and with me, I have Shegun. Shegun, how are you doing?
It's good to be here.
Awesome to be here. Yeah. And this is a good time for all Manchester United fans, don't you think?
Yeah, we're happy, we're excited, but at one part of our mind also we are scared, but
just like your coach.
But we have to just move with it like that.
Yeah. I want to tell you guys that thank you so much for giving us 1,000 subscribers. We love you guys. Keep on doing the good work.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And today we are going to be reacting on Amorim's interview and first press conference. Both are first, right?
Yeah.
So we are going to react on these two and give us our thoughts about the whole issue. Shegun, first of all, what do you think about his composure in the press conference?
I think the confidence is there.
Yeah.
We said it about Portuguese. There's something about the Portuguese lifestyle. There's that confidence. So, and his English is much better than Ten Hag's English. So he was relaxed. He said things that we have been saying many times on the podcast here, which I know we're going to get into a full discussion. But I think he did very well. If I was to rate him, I would say maybe 9.5 over 10, really.
Wow, that's awesome. And also, first of all, let's talk about the statement he said that if you win here, it will be different from any other club in England. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think we've said it here before that Guardiola won a treble with Man City.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really look like he won a treble with Man City.
Yeah, so funny.
People even have forgotten. Some people have forgotten he won a treble with Man City because it's Manchester City. I know there's some ongoing discussions on social media, for example, Twitter, where you see people say, Man United does sign a player. How many likes, how many views does it have compared to Man City winning the treble? So it's just that we have to all agree. And even people in the podcast Sing Game understand that Manchester United is the biggest club in the world. Really, is the biggest club in the world. And so I agree with that statement that, Chelsea fans might not be happy about it. They've said a lot of things in the weekend preview show. I saw that, but they also cannot deny the fact that there's something special about Manchester United. And so when you win at Manchester United, when you win the big trophies at Manchester United, it's also something special.
And also, on a lighter note, I noticed that the coach, for a long time, seeing a Manchester United coach smiling. It sounds solid.
Yeah. I think that's one thing you could also see in that interview. In terms of he's mentioned a phrase. He said, "Don't take my smiling, my happiness for naivety."
Yeah.
He knows the toughness of the job.
Yeah.
But also, when people already expect that you will fail, you don't need to now be sad now. A lot of people expect, both even Manchester United, some Manchester United fans, and even other clubs, they expect that it's going to fail. So why are you now putting yourself under pressure? The expectations for on top of Amorim is very low. After the expectation is very low. It's a popular phrase, a popular statement that's made in English language. They say, popular quote, he said, "He that is down need to fear no more fall."
Yes,
Manchester United is down. So if he fails, it's no big deal. I think he mentioned something like that in the prep. If I fail, it's no big deal. You expect me to fail. But the reality is, if he's successful, we pray he's successful. If he wins the Premier League at Manchester United, if he wins it, it will be classified as one of the best.
That's true. Because Jose Mourinho, Van Gaal, and others don't win the Premier League. So that would be a tough height to get.
It will be special, really.
Yeah. Shegun, what I try to do in this episode is try to get a statement both on interview and the press conference, and let us react on this, because it's the reaction from me, and I know a lot of Manchester United fans want to know our view about this. So the next one that I wrote down and I saw was when he said the problem is not the system, that is the mindset of the system, or is the way they carry themselves in the system. What do you think you mean by that?
Yeah, I think it's as if he has been watching us, because we've said it many times here that people need to understand is that in the world of football, first of all, the first 50% that guarantees success in football is not the system, it's not the formation, it's not the tactics. The first 50% is gotten by the passion, the desire. You know, the passion and the desire. Sometimes you see some certain teams that they don't have good top players. They don't have, sometimes their system or their strategy is just to defend and hit on counter attack. And they can meet a very good team and they can still win that team. Why? Because the passion, the desire is there. And I think a lot of Manchester United problem over the years has not really been systemed. Most of the game Manchester United loses. It's not because the opposition manager was tactically better than Manchester United manager. Most times it's lack of tracking back, lack of putting 100% effort, all this lack of passion. That's what makes Man United loses matches. So I think if you can fix that and have the passion, see any system. Sometimes you win matches not because of even tactics. That passion, people will just win games. So I think it's very, very right.
On this system matter, this brought to my attention about Rashford and Casemiro traveling America and for days. Don't you think that's part of the system? Because it's awkward and so sad that a team like Manchester United will let his player go for, when you travel if you travel by plane, really, you always have jet lag. Now imagine you travel for just 6 hours. The jet lag is always tiring. You want to rest and everything. But imagine you travel for about 18 hours to somewhere like America.
Go and watch a game.
To watch a game.
A game that you could have watched in your sitting room.
Yeah. That talks about the system too. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think his response to that question was right. But also I understand why he responded that way.
Okay.
Because it's easy to put the blame on the club. Because the club will not do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And also get the players on your good side as you're just starting. But the reality is, the club has blame in the fact that you are giving players in a very underwhelming season, you are giving them 5 days off.
5 days?
5 solid days off. And the fact that even if you are giving 5 days, which 5 days is too much, but even if you are giving 5 days, you should tell them not to travel, right?
Yeah.
And if they want to travel, they should travel to nearby countries, not traveling to another continent entirely.
Exactly.
To the United States, to New York. Now they did make that trip. The question is, even if the club is not, maybe the club, because there's no manager now, interim manager has gone, maybe the structure is not yet in place, and maybe they made the mistake of saying, you guys just go and relax. You yourself as a professional, I know the issue with Manchester United is that these players that are in quotes that they brought up, Rashford and Casemiro, these are the senior players of that team.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
you're right. Casemiro lost his motivation after leaving Real Madrid. I now agree with people that say Casemiro came to Manchester United on retirement basis, collect pension. This is a player, with due respect to him, is a player that has gained added weight since when he first came.
Like eating burger every week.
Yes. And you should be doing extra training sessions. But no, he's going with. I know you are going with your family, but the reality is that it's not only New York or US that has the only enjoyment sports.
Yeah.
You can do your this thing even in England. You can do your this thing even in other places nearby. Yeah. So I think it's terrible, but also to show Manchester United fans, these are the little reasons why we are not being successful.
Yeah, that's true.
Marcus Rashford, we come here every day to say Marcus Rashford is not performing. He needs to do better. Cristiano Ronaldo in his youthful days will not be going to New York to go and watch basketball game.
Do you know?
He'll be working on his fitness.
The coach is Alex Ferguson. So yes. He dare not.
That is what one of the things Amorim said in terms of, apart from the fact that the club has a blame, the individual player has also to be blamed.
Yeah.
But also even the likes of the elderly players that should tell them, don't do this. When the elderly players themselves are the ones even traveling. The senior players are the ones traveling. So the reason that the day if Koimani decides he wants to travel, tell him don't travel.
Yeah, that's it.
When the likes of Casemiro that has won everything in the world of football, in the club football, he's also traveling.
So I don't want us to banter the players too much. We just want to talk about Amorim. Really.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the next thing he said. I just want to put it in short form. Like they need to be a better athletes. Like fitness, coping with, pressing, and all this. Do you think this couple of players can really work on this fitness and being a better athlete?
Yeah, people that watch one of our last episodes on Amorim will remember we said that we are happy he's coming with his own fitness coach. You remember that you also brought it up that the guy is an expert in hamstring injuries. So because this same statement he made was the same statement Mourinho made.
Yeah, exactly.
Was the same statement Ole made. That the players are not robust enough. They are, so what is going on? This is one of the best clubs in the world that can employ the best fitness coaches in the world. Why is it that for the past 6 going to 8 years, coaches that have come newly from other clubs, even a coach coming from Sporting Lisbon, a very big club in a small country called Portugal, as what Amorim said, is coming to one of the giants of world football and is telling us that our players are not fit enough.
It's terrible.
There's something wrong.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
They are not fit enough. They are not fit enough to play the pressing system.
Oh God.
So I'm really happy because now I think there's a change now in the fitness department.
Yeah.
I said I read an article when I was doing a research on Amorim, and I read an article about Portuguese fitness coaches and how that they're very, very good. And I think it's really good to see. We want to see so that he can do the work, so that we don't want to hear any issues of no fitness or no fitness. And even the lifestyle of the players. It's a sign that the fitness in Manchester United has a problem. Going back to Casemiro again.
Physically,
they
are not there.
They are not there. Casemiro is overweight. Let's say the way it is.
There was a time Onana was overweight.
Onana was overweight. We said it. On this podcast, we say it. But sometimes people will come and start attacking that you guys are just being. We used to say it. We said Onana cannot become a better goalkeeper for Man United until he loses weight.
Yeah, and he did.
And he did. Allah is performing because he cannot dive. His reach is not there. See the way De Gea is very slim. Onana was overweight, but that one is down due to Inter Milan and what they were feeding him. But when he came, we changed it. That's the truth.
It's like, when Onana died, it's like a plane trying to crash.
Yes. Diving was so late. He could not move the speed of but I'm happy now that he lost weight. We said when the first time he resumed for preseason, we said this guy has lost weight. This guy will perform this season.
Yeah, that's true. Now let's talk about the obvious. And Amorim also said it. This is the obvious. They lose ball too quick and they don't track back. They don't run back.
God bless you, Amorim. Wherever you are, God bless. We said it on this podcast many times.
A lot of times.
That Manchester United football under Erik had no control.
Not only Erik,
but when that was visible, Manchester United was playing football like basketball. If you are watching it, this is you have to be going. No control. And I don't want to blame Ten Hag for not having control. Because the people that caused us not having control are still in the team. Yes, I will call them out. I'm not afraid to call them out. My United fans might not like it, but I'll call them out. Number 1, Bruno
Fernandes.
I am not a professional footballer, but to the little one, we understand football on this podcast. And we say sometimes that unnecessary long balls does not allow you to have control over a game. Bruno received the ball. People like it because people feel it's creating chances. I said many times, Bruno is not creating chances. Those chances are not chances. A chance that a number 10 should create, you lay it for the striker. All these long balls is too risky. Even Kevin De Bruyne did the interview sometimes said, Bruno Fernandes plays it too risky.
It's risky.
You play it. And what about long balls? Whenever you play long balls, there's a 50% chance that you're going to lose that ball.
Yeah.
So we lose it. That's why I say that one of the things that made Ten fail at Manchester United was this lack of control. And we did not have good defensive transition, which is what Amorim said. Which is running back. We cannot track back. And one thing about the game is, we also said it when we talk about Mazarawi. We have said many things. People don't watch our former videos. That Mazarawi is not used to this running back, running forward every time of the match. So Manchester United needs control. Yeah. And Amorim, because he has seen that as a problem, I believe he's going to bring control to that team.
Yeah, that's true. And I love the fact that he told the press, the England press, that this is obvious.
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
Fans will come and say, what are you guys saying? But this is visible.
It's so obvious.
Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes put the ball on the ground.
Especially Casemiro. When you see
Casemiro just collect ball like this next team.
It's so crazy.
That's why I said, there was an episode we did. People can watch when we were rating the number 6 in the Premier League.
Yeah.
We said about Casemiro.
I think that
Casemiro
was about
plays
5 months
like
ago.
Casemiro plays like as if the ball is hot yam. Casemiro, I know we're going to talk about it, but Casemiro should not be in this team.